There's a reason they never talk to you first, and it has nothing to do with how you look. Before we start, let me ask you something real. Have you ever found yourself waiting for a message from someone? Not because you're desperate, not because you don't have options, but simply because you want to feel chosen. We live in a world where everyone is busy, everyone is thinking about replying, and everybody is not ready to talk first. And the more you wait, the more it feels like you're the only one making the effort. But here's the twist most people never learn. Getting someone to talk to you first has nothing to do with chasing them, and everything to do with the position you put yourself in. Today, I'm going to break down a psychological secret that shifts the dynamic completely. A strategy so subtle, so natural, and so effective that the other person becomes the one who opens the conversation. Not because you manipulated them, but because you activated the part of their mind that remembers you, misses you, and eventually reaches for you. And at the end, I'll tell you how you know it's working. So stick around. 1. Why people don't talk first. Let's be honest. People don't talk first for one main reason. They don't feel the emotional pull to do it. It's not always that they don't like you. It's not even that they're ignoring you. Sometimes they assume, you'll talk first anyway. You're always available. You're the one who keeps the conversation alive. And humans get comfortable very quickly. Once someone realizes you always initiate, you always reach out, you always check on them, they stop feeling the need to do it themselves. It's human nature. When effort is optional, effort disappears. That's why the secret isn't about playing games. It's about resetting the balance so the other person feels inspired, safe, and motivated to take the first step. 2. The secret move. I call this strategy the shift. It's not distance, it's not ignoring, it's not pulling away dramatically. It's a very specific adjustment in your behavior that makes someone realize, wait, this person usually messages me. Why haven't they reached out? The shift works because it creates a psychological moment where they begin thinking about you on their own, without you forcing yourself into their day. The shift is built on 3 principles. 1. Warmth. You remain someone who is pleasant to talk to. 2. Space. You allow room for them to feel your absence. 3. Visibility. You stay present, not to them, but to your life. This combination creates curiosity. Curiosity becomes awareness. Awareness becomes initiative. Initiative becomes the first message. 3. How to apply the shift. Here's how you execute this in a professional, calm, emotionally controlled way. Step 1. Leave the last interaction on a positive note. People return to energy that felt good. Make sure your last conversation wasn't tense, dry, or forced. End it naturally, light, warm, human. Not overly excited, not overly available. Just pleasant. You want their brain to associate your presence with comfort, not pressure. Step 2. Stop initiating for a strategic period. Give space for awareness. People only notice silence when they're used to your presence. This is not disappearing. This is letting the air breathe. Step 3. Stay active in your life. This is the part people skip. If you pull back and go quiet everywhere, they assume you're upset or avoiding them. But if you're active, posting your achievements, sharing your routines, living your life, you send a message without messaging. I'm not gone. I'm just not chasing. This is where curiosity kicks in. Humans are naturally drawn to what feels stable, but not predictable. Step 4. Don't overcompensate when they return. When they finally message you first, and they will, don't explode with excitement. Don't rush the replies. Don't celebrate too loudly. Respond kindly, calmly, warmly. but keep your pace professional. You're not rewarding them for messaging you first. You're showing that this level of effort is normal. 4. The psychology behind why this works. Here's the professional breakdown. 1. The Zeigarnik effect. People remember unfinished interactions. Your silence becomes a loose thread in their mind. 2. Dopamine rebalancing. If you constantly supply attention, their brain adapts. When you pull back slightly, their dopamine resets and they start wanting you again. 3. Social energy patterns. Humans reach toward what feels emotionally safe, but not overly accessible. Too available? They relax. Too distant? They detach. Balanced? They initiate. 4. Curiosity bias. When someone doesn't know why you're not initiating, their brain fills the space with questions. Questions turn into thinking. Thinking turns into checking. Checking turns into reaching out. You don't force the message, you inspire it. 5. How you know it's working. Before they reach out, you'll notice signs like they watch your story faster, they respond to small things you post, they drop likes or reactions they normally ignore, they appear more present online. These aren't coincidences. It's the mind warming up. They are noticing your shift. This is when they think about texting you first. So getting someone to talk to you first is not about power games, mind tricks, or pretending you don't care, but positioning yourself with confidence, warmth, and emotional intelligence. When you communicate, "I'm here, but I'm not chasing," then you stop being an option. You become a presence they feel. Remember this: people talk first to the person who gives them comfort, space, and a reason to feel connected. Apply the shift, and you'll watch the dynamic transform naturally, not through pressure, but through psychology.